see how you do under pressure. Oh, yeah, I've been wanting this forever. I've been in the field with whatever they throw at me. Brush it off, pick myself up, moving on to the better. Okay, hey, yeah, ain't no errors, baby, it's a new era. I wake up early, feeling rich like I'm Kesha. I get to the paper, boy. Extra, extra. Work with me, you know that.
Yo, what is going on, everybody? Welcome into another episode podcast to talk about our favorite team. And ladies and gentlemen, we are in the crossroads of the Arizona Cardinals right now, unfortunately, but we were set to do a live stream a lot later on today, just because I wanted to sit back and watch a little Sunday night football, but I'm like, no. This can't wait, ladies and gentlemen. This can't wait. There's a lot of Cardinal fans right now that need the therapy session. They need that therapy session, and that's what we're going to deliver here today, ladies and gentlemen. Let me go ahead and first give a huge shout out to the sponsors of the video and sponsors of the Arizona sports fan throughout the entirety of the NFL season. BetUS. If you're looking for a brand new sports book, BetUS is the way to go. Currently, right now, if you use promo code YouTube150 upon signing up, you will be getting 150% sign-up bonus on your first deposit and 125% sign-up bonus on your next two. Now, that is going to be up to $2,000 by using promo code YouTube150 upon signing up. All right, ladies and gentlemen, do me a huge favor. Smack up the like button on your way in. Let other Cardinal fans know that, hey, we're doing this therapy session right now. And to join in, because the big question right now is Kyler Murray the franchise quarterback that we all thought he was? So that's what we're really going to be discussing. We're also going to be discussing what Jonathan Gannon talked to the media today. There's a specific thing that I really want to kind of dive into. He says a lot of the same things over and over again, and I'm not on the ball. I'm not on the thought of, fire Jonathan Gannon. No, I'm not there yet. But you got to take a real good look around. You really got to take a good look around in what's currently going on with the Arizona Cardinals. And it starts off with the franchise quarterback in Kyler. He needs to address what the heck we just saw today. We need to hear from Drew Petzing. He needs to address what type of game plan was this, right? And our head coach, he did speak with the media, and we're going to be diving into exactly what he said here in a short minute. But let me go and just give a huge shout out to my guy Mace with the $1.99 donation. He says, on my way back from the game, I'm heartbroken. I don't blame you. I don't blame you one bit. I don't blame you one bit. The Cardinals had an opportunity here. Had an opportunity to come out and prove that we were a better team than most people were giving us credit for. We had an opportunity. We had an opportunity and potentially going to 2-2. And the Cardinals just absolutely squandered the opportunity. So let's dive into what Jonathan Gannon had to say. I want to just play maybe the last minute of this video. I want to hear what he has to say, and I want you guys to have to hear what he has to say about this as well, because a very, very good question was asked to him about why do you keep getting, saying the blame is on you as a head coach, and I like his response, but, at some point, we just gotta, I don't even know where to go from here, but this is what he said.
Each of the past 2 weeks, you've said it starts with yourself, it starts with coaching. Why do you say that?
Because I'm the head coach. So everything that goes on out there is my responsibility. So when you get beat by whatever we got beat today, doesn't feel real good. So I'm going to look in the mirror and adjust and adapt and do a better job.
Well, okay, real quick. Yeah, it shouldn't feel real good, right? You got whipped. You got whipped by a rookie quarterback, and you got whipped by former head coach of the Arizona Cardinals. The guy that you replaced, Jonathan Gannon, you got whipped. So, yeah, it shouldn't feel really good. It shouldn't, because this was a bad performance all around.
Is this a critical point for this team, going 1-3?
No, we got knocked on the mat round 4. You know what I mean? So the critical point is every day, how we respond tomorrow. And then the next critical point will be Wednesday's practice, and so on and so forth.
I just want to start off by saying we need to stop downplaying. And I get it. But Jonathan Gannon is not coming from I'm not trying to shots fire on Jonathan Gannon, but momentum isn't important. All these things that he says, it's going to fall by the wayside here real soon if we don't get this fixed and don't get this corrected, right? 1-3 is a position you do not want to be in, ladies and gentlemen. Say that.
Jaden Daniels had 4 incompletions today. How tough was he to handle given his
Yeah, he's a good player. He's dynamic. He can beat. We had a couple times we had him wrapped up. He got out of it, made some plays with his legs. He gets the ball out and he's accurate. He's a good player. Give him a lot of credit. But we got to do a better job affecting the quarterback.
Oh, and that's factual. Oh, absolutely. That's absolutely factual because at the end of the day here, ladies and gentlemen, the Arizona Cardinals did not sack Jaden Daniels once. They pressured him a couple times, but they allowed him to make a ham sandwich back there. Now, one thing that I've been talking about this whole offseason is that the Arizona Cardinals did nothing to get themselves better, right? I've been talking about on my soapbox, jumping up and down and saying, what the heck are the Arizona Cardinals doing? And I've heard multiple Cardinals fans come out and saying, oh, it's just year 2. It's just year 2, ladies and gentlemen. Well, guess what? Mike McDonald, rookie quarterback of the Seattle Seahawks, has his team at 3-0. And guess what? Rookie quarterback Jaden Daniels of the Washington Commanders came into State Farm Stadium and absolutely outplayed our year 6 quarterback in Kyler Murray. So to sit here and say, oh, well, it's to be expected because it's year 2, it's excuse. Excuse after excuse after excuse allows this culture to continue to do the same things they do over and over and over and over again to this fan base. I'm sick of it. I'm tired of it. Put some heat on this organization. Because let me get to the super chat. What's up, Andrew? Jonathan Gannon says their offense is well coached. Post show. You took his job, Jonathan Gannon. What are you saying? Saying to me, waited for this all week. That's what I'm saying. That's what I'm saying. The understanding isn't there from this. The thought of you took this. You're right. You took this job from Jonathan from Cliff Kingsbury. Right? And you allowed former head coach of the Arizona Cardinals to come in here and do that? Seriously? Seriously? That's what you allowed? I love the fact that he's putting all the blame on himself. I really do. I love the fact. But at the end of the day, something else needs to happen. Whatever he's doing isn't working, ladies and gentlemen. Whatever is not working. I want to get a different graphic up here, and I apologize. I thought I uploaded it, but I didn't. But here we go. This is the graphic we wanted to go ahead and put up here. Here we go. Let's ask ourselves, what happened today? What happened today? The Cardinals got absolutely beat. They got humiliated at home. We are now 1-2 at home in 2024. We're 1-2 right now in 2024. I like Jonathan Gannon. I really do. I like him as a head coach. I like that he said the things that he says. But it's not going to get you as a favorite in the fans, right? Between the fans, if you continue to say what you're saying. Because it's not working, ladies and gentlemen. It's not. Michael, what's up, Michael? He says, no more excuses, Mike. Been 6 years. I'm done. I'm right there with you. I'm right there with you. Don't get it twisted here, ladies and gentlemen. Don't think that I'm on the Kyler Murray did nothing wrong train. I'm far from that, ladies and gentlemen. And whoever you listen to, right? Because I know there's other people out there that obviously follow and cover the Cardinals. Don't let them lie to you for a second to think that this guy should not be in the hot seat either. Because he should be. Kyler Murray should be in the hot seat. the question should be asked, is he the franchise quarterback that we all think him to be? Don't get it twisted here, ladies and gentlemen. I'm asking the same darn question you guys are. This is year 6 of the Kyler Murray experiment. This is year 6. We've had a lot of patience with Kyler Murray. Okay, here we go. We just got the press conference from Kyler Murray. Let's dive into that, shall we? Let's dive into the press conference. And I never seen this. It literally was just released 3 minutes ago. We got the Kyler Murray press conference, ladies and gentlemen. Let's dive into that. For all the super chatters, Andrew says, at the end of the day, coaches aren't on the field. Facts. Okay. For all the super chatters, we'll get to the super chats here pretty soon. Look at Kyler Murray. Oh my God, this man just looks so sad. Okay, let's get started.
Clash to beat Kyler, you still feel that way, or is this a different feel this week?
Really frustrated. To get beat like that at home, just in general, get beat like that. I thought we had a good week of practice and didn't come out here and show it.
What are we doing in practice? I just want to be what's happening in practicing, right? Are you getting rushes? Are you getting rushed? Are we playing football, or are we just sitting in our gym shorts and just tossing the ball to Marvin Harrison Jr. and saying, "Oh, okay, we're good"? What's happening in this practice? Seriously, because how are we going to say we have a good week of practice, but then it translates into this debacle? All right, let's keep happening.
It's not good enough all around.
I know this is probably the last thing on your mind, but you did throw your 100th touchdown pass. Does that mean anything to you?
Not really.
Okay. What kind of question is that? These are the questions we're asking, media? Seriously, these are the questions we're asking? Seriously? Oh, you just threw your 100. My goodness, be better.
Sorry that this is part of your job, dude, that you got to come out and talk to us after games like that. Can you tell me, what's going through your mind right now?
Just trying to process, what just happened. Obviously go home, watch it again tomorrow, and, discuss the areas where we got to get better. Something's got to change. We weren't good enough today, and they exploited, our weaknesses. I mean, it was, we didn't play complimentary football. Every phase of the ball we got to be better, because that wasn't the type of football, the brand of football that we want to play.
Yeah, but I want to be very clear here, ladies and gentlemen. What didn't we learn? Because we heard the same thing versus the Lions, right? Didn't we hear the same thing for the Lions, right? We got to learn. We got to look at the tape. We got to learn from the tape. We got to do this, the ABC, right? And we got to learn from it, right? That's what we heard in the Lions game, right? Oh, that's funny. Next week, same thing. Go figure.
Where does the team go from here?
Oh, it's one game. The season's not over. You got to go look in the mirror and get better. That's what it comes down to. Nobody's panicking or anything like that. We got, they came in here and we just got beat.
Offensively, are there a few issues that you can point to as just common threads and why you guys couldn't establish any sort of...
You got to be able to stay on the field, one, and that'll take a lot of the pressure off the defense. We all work together. When you can't stay on the field on third down, and the defense is always on the field, obviously they get worn down. Vice versa. So as a team, we just have to be better.
As an offense, you need to be better too. Garrett Williams got you guys an interception, and guess what? You went 3 and out. And guess what? There was a 3rd and 1, and I believe a 4th and 1, and then the Cardinals decided to throw the ball instead of running with James Conner. Wow, what a clown show!
Similar vein, is there an explanation for the quick starts, the first drives, and then the lack of success after that?
Nah, I wish I could tell you. Come out and execute last weekend, this week, put 7 up, and then just feel like you just hit a wall. And I'm not about to make it a thing. We just gotta be better.
It is a thing. Did he just ask about the second half?
Come out and execute last week.
The first drives, and then the lack of success after that.
Okay, real quick, what's funny here? Seriously, what's funny? What's funny? It's fun. It's a funny question because it's the truth. It's a good question. It's a factual question, the things that we should be asking. Why aren't you scoring points in the second half? It happened last year. It happened these 4 games, except for the Rams game. How is that funny?
Nah, I mean, I wish I could tell you. Come out and execute last weekend, this week, put 7 up, and then just feel like you just hit a wall. And I'm not about to make it a thing. We just got to be better.
It is a thing.
With that, Marvin's numbers seem to go down quite a bit in the second, third quarters. It's hard.
Yeah, I felt that too. Got to get our best players the ball. When we're doing good, you feel that. You know what I mean? You feel like, okay, playmakers are making plays and everything's flowing. But obviously, when it's stagnant and you're going 3 and out, I think we had 2 3 and outs. Started a drive, 2 holdings, and then kind of, in the league, it's tough to make that up. So you can't get in the rhythm, and you're off the field. Everybody's stats are going to look like that. So that's how the game goes. But
is that something that teams are trying to do throughout the? It's been like that.
No, I just think that was a lack of execution on our part, and they beat us up.
In the past, when you've been in offenses that have maintained that rhythm, or games that have maintained that rhythm, what have been the keys to keeping that rhythm?
It sounds cliche, but execute and converting on third down. They did it, we didn't.
We straight up got beat. What else? We got beat.
How do you feel about the game plan, man? It looked like on the 4th and 2, there was a lot of shifting, a lot of movement. Were you calling audibles?
Sack. Yeah, no, I was a man beater. They disguised it well. Dropped down the zone. Clock was running down. We were a little discombobulated, so just rushing. It's just bad execution on our part, and we got to be better.
Did you like the play call?
Yeah, I'm confident in everything that Drew calls.
Can I hear Kyler Murray said can I hear him say I got to be better? I don't know. It's just to be just to be a little nuisance, right? Can I hear him say I need to be better? Like I just need to hear that just for my own sanity. I need to be better. I agree. This win wasn't, or this loss wasn't all on Kyler. I agree with that, 100%. It wasn't all on Kyler. The defense couldn't stop a lick, but they did do some things here and there that the offense couldn't get going, right? Overall, this matchup, if it doesn't make you mad, then you're watching the wrong show. Let's just put it that way. If you don't feel the hurt, if you don't feel the pain, if you don't think that the Cardinals should have gone 2-2, then you're watching the wrong show here, ladies and gentlemen, because Kyler Murray had a really bad game today. A bad game. And it opens your eyes. It opens your eyes because we're in year 6. I want to be very clear. Year 6 of Kyler Murray, and we're still dealing with stuff like, why aren't we running the ball on 4th down? Why is he still having body language that could affect the offense, the defense? Did you guys not see that? There was a couple plays. I think one of them was to Amari DeMarcado, the run. He got tripped up. Kyler Murray looks. A couple other things happen. Marvin Harrison Jr. doesn't catch that ball. What are you not learning? What are you not understanding, Kyler Murray? That you need to be a leader of men. You need to be the guy to pick these guys up. You said it yourself in the offseason that you are now the veteran. You are now the guy that these young guys are looking at and saying, what do I do? What do I do? And you're still doing things like that? You're still doing... What? What aren't you understanding? What aren't you learning? That you cannot do things like that. Kyler Murray got outplayed today by Cliff and a rookie quarterback. Changed my mind. He got outplayed today. Their franchise quarterback was better than ours by leaps and bounds. He made the plays that he should have. This wasn't a loss solely on Kyler. That's factual. But you can't sit here and lie to yourself and say, oh, he doesn't have time. Oh, man, if Jonah Williams was here, he would be fine. No, stop. Franchise quarterbacks are supposed to wield your team to be better. That's what they're supposed to do. They're supposed to wield your team to be better. And guess what? We're not seeing that from Kyler Murray consistently. We're seeing flashes. We're seeing things here and there, but we're not seeing it consistently from Kyler Murray. And that's the problem. In his postgame, he says he doesn't want to make it a thing. Anybody else hear that? I don't want to make it a thing about the second half woes offensively. I don't want to make it a thing. Well, guess what? It's a thing. Guess what? It's bad because nobody's fixing it. Drew Petzing doesn't have an answer. Everybody claims that they're going to watch the tape and correct it, but guess what? Week 1, week 3, now week 4. You scored a touchdown in the second half. Oh, congratulations. That was already a garbage touchdown. Don't act like that was a competitive touchdown. The Cardinals got beat today. Let's go with Ivan's super chat. What's up, man? $10 donation. Thank you so very much. He says business decisions were made on defense today. Team didn't recover from the Lions' loss. Drew stopped maximizing Kyler's talent. Towel may be thrown next week. Kyler Murray's year 6 mirrors Jake Plummer's. It's over. Wow. That's very telling. It takes a team to rally amongst your quarterback. It takes a team to rally for the people that are on the field. And I'm not going to lie to you, ladies and gentlemen, the moment I seen that again, that pissed me off. What are we not learning? I understand you're frustrated. I get you want to win. But have you looked at yourself and said, hey, maybe I'm the problem? Have you? Because every time I hear you talk, Kyler Murray, all you say is we need to get better. But let's try I need to get better. Let's try that. Let's try I need to get better. Because this performance was abysmal. Abysmal. Let's get to, is it Kirk and Slush? You was dominate. That's fair. Congratulations. Congratulations on the win. Y'all deserve it. Nothing to say about that. Congratulations on the win. You're going to get a lot of people talking about, oh, this, and that. No. Be careful with who you're listening to, ladies and gentlemen, because they can make you change your mind in a heartbeat. The persons that should have their feet on a fire, their ASS on a fire, is this man right here. How are we going into year 6 and still dealing with the same issues that we've been dealing with? You just saw a rookie quarterback coming to State Farm Stadium. You just saw Cliff Kingsbury. Cool, calm, collective Cliff. SoCal, wonderful voice Cliff Kingsbury coming into State Farm Stadium. And he whipped on our franchise quarterback in Kyler Murray. Made him look inefficient. So I remember being asked before this game, am I worried that Cliff Kingsbury is going to know the deficiencies of Kyler Murray? And I said, no. This offense is different. Boy, was I wrong. Boy, was I wrong. Because it's not just scheme. It's the player. It's Kyler Murray as a person. Is the player of what Kyler Murray is. Because when things are good, ladies and gentlemen, things are great. But the problem is that it's not consistent. That's the problem. We're 1-3. Jonathan Gannon comes out here and says, oh, got to watch the tape. Make it a bigger deal, Jonathan Gannon. If you don't want to say it to the media, cool. Okay, that's fine. But you better bet your bottom dollar. You better be saying this to these guys in the locker room that you're fired up, that you're pissed off in what you saw today. Because if they're taking on your personality and what we see, that's a terrible play to go. A terrible place to be in is what I meant. What's up, Andrew? He says, we paid Cliff to SHIT on us. Feels like it. Feels like it. Yeah, feels like it. Cliff Kingsbury is still getting paid by the Arizona Cardinals, by the way. Came to State Farm Stadium collecting a check, and he beat his franchise quarterback by leaps and bounds, and it wasn't even close. It wasn't even close, ladies and gentlemen. The question you all should be asking yourself, and the question I want to hear from now on out, is Kyler Murray the guy? There's a reason why the Arizona Cardinals YouTube channel no longer has their comments on when it comes down to those live streams. There's a reason why. Because community Arizona sports fan made it be known that we needed to move off of Cliff. Does it seem silly? A little hindsight seems a little silly, but you also got to think about what we were fighting for. We were fighting for Cliff Kingsbury to not be a head coach in the Arizona Cardinals anymore. That's what we were fighting for. He wasn't going to take a demotion. Things needed to change. The Cardinals chose Kyler over Cliff. That's what you do. You choose your franchise quarterback. But now that we saw this, there's going to be a lot of people asking the question, did we make the right decision? Kyler Murray did not look good today. Not even close. Not even funny. Let's get with Dominic with the super chat. Appreciate you, Dominic. Thank you so very much. He says, once again, didn't feel like a home game. There was a lot of Commanders fans. There was a lot of Commanders fans on the TV. Did you guys hear the Cardinals fans boo? I heard it. I heard it through my television. The Cardinals fans flat out booed this Arizona Cardinal team, as they should. It's unacceptable. Unacceptable. What we saw today was an absolute terrible performance. And I get it, right? 13 games left. 13 games left. Well, guess what? 49ers. And then the Chargers. And then what? Is it the Packers? Right? Packers? Who's confident? Who's confident? I don't know. I'm starting to think that maybe even Monty knew this was coming. That's what I'm starting to think. That's what I'm thinking that maybe even Monty knew this was coming. I'll explain later if we keep losing. There's still the chance that the Cardinals can get this right, but that's just excuses. It's excuses, ladies and gentlemen. Because this is year 6. S-I-X. 6. Let's go with Ivan Super Chat. Says, excited year 1, better year 2 and 3. Playoff win for Plummer versus Dallas. Downfall from there. Fresh start needed. Both sides. Talking about Kyler Murray, right? Here's the thing. But here's, like, what's the plan, right? What's the plan? Do the Cardinals get a quarterback in the draft? Like, what's the plan? Because right now, we're only left with Clay and Tune. And that's just probably just more losing. You know what I mean? So, I understand the frustrations. We got... When is the trade deadline now? Let me check. When is the trade deadline? I know it got moved. Okay, so the trade deadline for the NFL for 2024-2025 season. Let's take a look here. I know it got moved, so one second here. I'll find. Okay, all trade. Okay, so November the 5th. Okay, November the 5th is the trade deadline. So that means, so November the 5th. Sorry, doing this on the fly here, ladies and gentlemen. All right. I'm not saying trade Kyler, but what I'm saying is that we got 4 more games. No, 5 more games. 5 more games. 49ers, the Packers, the Chargers, the Dolphins, and the Bears. Those are the 5 games that we have. November 5th. Man. So frustrating. We got some people in the chat that says, Archie Manling, you're a Cardinal. That's the thing. Like, I don't want to look too far ahead. And that's the thing, right? Here's the thing. Like, I know there's a lot of Kyler Murray fans out there that will probably go away with Kyler Murray, when he does, or if he gets traded. If he gets traded. But we're supposed to be seeing progress. Like, what do you do with Jonathan Gannon? Like let's be honest with ourselves. Like seriously, right? Do you think we can beat the 49ers? Probably not, right? Just seeing what we saw, probably not. The Packers look pretty good. Jordan Love looks to be a pretty darn good quarterback. The Chargers, the Dolphins, maybe they have Tua back. The Bears. What do you do with Gannon? There's just so many questions here. And this is a thing that I did not want to talk about here going into week 5, ladies and gentlemen. But now I'm starting to understand. A lot of Cardinal fans have come out here and told me back and forth over and over again. And me being a Cardinal fan that I am, I'm like, okay, let's just wait. Let's see what happens. You can't get beat by a rookie quarterback in Cliff Kingsbury, and that's exactly what happened. Frustrating to see. Ivan says, we didn't see a single wide receiver screen from Cliff Kingsbury today. Cliff improved and K1 has not. Let's do this. Let's open up the phone lines. Let's do that. I want to hear from you guys in the chat. Let's open up the phone lines. If this is your first time here, I put a link in the chat. Click on the link, come on through. If there's somebody on, the phone's going to keep ringing and ringing and ringing and ringing. So you just have to stay backstage until it's told otherwise. But I want to hear from the Cardinal fans out there. Let me know what you guys have to say. The link has been posted. There it is. I want to hear what you guys have to say. I'm seeing some Cardinal fans already saying I'm tripping. Okay. Let me know why. Let me know in the chat. Link has been posted. Come on in. Let me know what you guys have to say. Okay, we already got one person here. Let's go with... Oh, let's go with... I haven't seen and heard from you in a while. You turds. You were live on the AZ Sports Fan on YouTube. What's up, man? Talk to me. How you feeling? You there? Here we go. Can you hear me? You there? Think you might have froze. Try to call back in again because I think it just froze up. Okay, let's go. Okay, we're getting a lot of people coming through. Let's go with... Is it Hamaza? Is that right? All right, Hamaza, you are live on the AZ Sports Fan here on YouTube. Talk to me. How are you feeling? Oh, can you hear me?
Yo, hello, can you hear me?
Yes, now I can hear you. You're good.
Yo, so I mean, honestly, like everyone's saying like to trade Kyler, bro. I disagree, like fully, to be honest.
Okay.
And I think you just look at like literally 2 weeks ago against the Rams, everyone was saying Kyler MVP, MVP this, MVP that. And I feel like today was just a bad day. And I feel like before, like our offense was pretty good. Like even though we didn't do really good against the Lions, like we put up 28 against the Bills. They have one of the best defenses, and I feel like it's more of like the play calling. I know it's probably like excuses, but I don't know, man. In the defense, like no one's gonna win with a defense like with 42 points. Like
That's
even
fair.
you look at the what's it called, the statistics of Kyler, and he's throwing like I thought what was it like 6 touchdowns and 1 interception this year.
I think that's about
And you
right.
put you put that against like Patrick Mahomes. Patrick Mahomes, he has 6 turnovers, but his defense is only letting up like 10 points. You saw the Chargers. I saw the Chargers in the Chiefs game today, and I feel like I don't know.
Can I
It's a
ask you one
hard
thing real
spot.
quick? Can I ask you one
Yeah,
thing? So Patrick Mahomes, I agree, he's not having a good start to the 2024 season. But Patrick Mahomes got 3 Super Bowls, right? Multiple
yeah,
wins
that's
in
true.
playoffs. Kyler Murray has no wins in playoffs. We went to the playoffs once and we got absolutely destroyed. And this is year 6. So I understand where you're coming from because I have a bone to pick with Petzing too. I think Petzing's not having a very good career ahead of his the OC. But at one point, when do we start saying it's Kyler? Like, what year would it be? Was it 7, 8, 9? Like, what would it be for you to finally say, okay, this might be the problem? Because we haven't gone to the playoffs with Kyler except for once, and we got destroyed.
Yeah, I feel like no, yeah, this year definitely it's like if he doesn't do good for the rest of this year, I feel like we should move on from him. But I'm saying right now,
Oh,
I feel
yeah,
like people are overreacting.
that's fair. Okay.
Because it's only 4 games, and I don't know. It's just like what was it, Michael Wilson fumbling like passes, like, and like just like I don't know. It's like the O line was terrible, and you saw how much Jaden Daniels, how much time he had.
Yeah.
Like the pass rush was horrible. Like he had like 10 seconds in the pocket just throwing. Like they couldn't tackle. Like I don't know, just a
Okay.
bad game.
All right, brother. Well, I
Very bad
appreciate you
game.
for jumping on, man. I'm going to move on to the next man. Thanks, man.
Yeah.
Appreciate it. There. All right, let's keep it going here. Let's keep going on the next call. I think we got Ivan. Ivan, you're live on the AZ Sports Fan on YouTube. Talk to me, man. How are you feeling about the Cardinals?
In the pocket.
Hey, Mike, am I on?
Yes, you are. What's up, dude? Talk to me.
Hey, good to see you finally. Appreciate you letting me get on here.
Absolutely.
Yeah. So a couple things I just want to talk about is what I've been put in the super chat, and it has to do with Kyler improving. Is he improving? Is he not? And from what we've seen today, being a huge indicator of that, it's no, he's not. So we try to look through, if he's looking downfield. Is he using his legs? Is some of that due to Drew not calling any bootlegs for him, any play action design runs? Like we're not seeing any of that anymore. And it's kind of troubling.
Yeah.
Now we saw that against the Rams, and it was beautiful. Worked great. I think that was the best game of Kyler's career. But last week against the Lions, this week we had the running game going. So like there's no excuse for that. So I kind of put some of that on Drew. But also, again, like you've alluded to it a couple times, the body language, the leadership. It just seems like the trust within the team is not there that Kyler's going to get it done. And so
Right.
what I saw today was a bunch of business decisions being made by, in particular, the defense. I mean, one of the touchdowns, Jalen Thompson just, trying to arm tackle a guy at the 5-yard line. He gets in for the end zone. It's just, I don't know. It just looks like the defense, after what they did last week against the Lions, just doesn't want to, or just can't put it together for Kyler Murray in the offense anymore. You know, they gave him every opportunity in the world to win last week against the Lions, and they didn't
Yeah.
do it, the offense. And so I think that carried over to this week. And then what we see is more of Kyler's, regression within this offense, or Drew's regression. And it's just it's almost, and I alluded also to Jake Plummer's career with the Cardinals. Again, a 6-year snapshot. First year there was excitement, second and third year playoffs looking good, and then just absolutely downhill from there.
Right.
And I think we're seeing that same thing with Kyler, and it's not easy. And I'm a huge Kyler fan. I think the world of him. I think he's been a great quarterback for the most part. But when it's just not working, it's just not there. It's
Yeah.
not going to be easy. And I
Yeah.
think
No.
we're at that point now.
Great call. Great call. I appreciate you, man. Thank you so very much for jumping on. Great call. Yeah, I think you're 100% right. And here's the thing: a lot of people think that, like, oh, we're talking bad about Kyler. This is not an indication of, like, oh, Kyler Murray had one game, right? This is not a blow up of, oh my God, it's one game, right? No, this is a sample size of 6 years, ladies and gentlemen. 6 years. 6 years. We went to the playoffs once and we got absolutely destroyed. And here's the thing: I was so hoping and praying that Kyler Murray was going to get right. Watch all my videos, ladies and gentlemen. I've been absolutely positive about this guy. I've been absolutely positive and trying to say good things year in and year out, right? Especially this year. I'm like, okay, Kyler Murray, get it right, get it right, get it right. But maybe that might be the case, right? And I know Jonathan Gannon came out and said, oh, we're not going to point fingers. We're not going to do that. But there's one thing to say it, but there's another thing to actually show it, right? If you're truly going to be playing for your franchise quarterback in Kyler Murray, the defense probably would have made some stops like they did in the second half versus the Lions. But you're right. Many opportunities to win that Bills game, many opportunities to win that Lions game, and our franchise quarterback cannot get the job done. And it's not just this game, ladies and gentlemen. It's a 6-year sample size that we've seen. And a lot of people are getting frustrated. Let's go over to U-Turds. You are live on the AZ Sports Fan on YouTube. Talk to me, man. I think... Hey, there you go. How are you? What's up, man?
What's up? Sorry, I don't know. Is it good now?
Yes, we're good.
Okay. Been tough game, I was kind of getting mad, but I'm not gonna let it affect me. For Kyler Murray, I love the guy. Like, spent 6 years of my life watching him play.
Yep.
Pretty good. It just seems like if he doesn't, if we're 1-6, somebody needs to be fired. That's
Yeah.
first point. If we're 1-6 after Monday night, someone needs to be fired. And I'm not gonna put the blame on the defense because there's no talent on there except Buddha and JT. So I'm gonna give Nick Rallis a little break there, but it's really on the offense because the offense has just been stagnant. It just hasn't been non-existent. It's been horrible. Yeah, I don't get it. It's just that's supposed to be the best part of our team, and we can't do anything with it. Like in the Detroit game, our defense got us the ball, I think 7 times, and they couldn't do anything. I don't know what's up with Petsing. It seems like he's playing conservative because with the dink and dunk passes, and I get that it works, but there's some point that you have to like go over the top because whenever they're running the ball, they seem to stack the box a lot and they still run it. Well, do like a play action and try to go over the top with Harrison.
Right.
It just I don't know. I'm kind of upset right now after that whole ordeal of that game.
Yeah.
You let Cliff Kingsbury come back. And I knew this was going to happen is if we lost, but I was saying this earlier this week, was if we lost, it spins the narrative on Kyler, making it he was the problem. Because everybody's like, oh, Cliff was the problem, this and that. Nope, now it turns the narrative and it makes Kyler look like the problem because Jaden Daniels went 26 for 30. First year rookie. Mind that. Kyler is in year 6. And it looks like he's Sam Darnold seeing Ghost out there.
And Sam Darnold's actually looking pretty good this year too. So.
I'm so happy for Sam Darnold, but
me too.
Sorry, going off track, but it's like it seems like Kyler's still not comfortable with anything. Still, like it's year 6. It seems like he can't read the defense. Still, like I'll give him that Rams game looked really good, but that was just only like one game. Like Kyler Murray has his Jekyll and Hyde thing where he's really good one game, he's like very inconsistent.
Yeah.
There's sometimes he's consistent, and then there's sometimes that he's not. And I know it's early in the season, and it's week 4, but something's got to change. Something has to change.
I agree. All right, brother. Appreciate you for jumping on, man. Thanks a lot. Appreciate it.
Yeah.
I mean, I agree. I think it's a very, very valid point from a lot of Cardinal fans right now that are very frustrated with this team. In all honesty, I think that obviously looking at the chat, you got your Cardinal fans that are like, "Oh, you're crazy. Kyler didn't have time to throw." Like you're looking at one. This is the problem. You're looking at this game and you're like, "Oh, well, it's not all on Kyler." But you're right. It's not all on Kyler. But you do expect your franchise quarterback to wield your team, especially offense, because our offense is supposed to be the biggest bright spot on this team, to have a better performance than we did, right? Cardinal fans wouldn't be as upset if we didn't get blown out. Let's be very, very clear. Cardinal fans are upset because you allowed Cliff Kingsbury to come back into State Farm Stadium and whip Kyler Murray and whip this Arizona Cardinals organization. That's what we're frustrated with. We're not the fact that we lost. If we lost by 3 points, then I think we could say, "Oh man, that sucks," but we were there, right? But we got whipped. It wasn't even close. Kyler Murray went back to his old days, flipping his hands up in the air, looking frustrated, didn't look confident, looked really, really kind of very immature again. When he said that we were going to learn from all that, it's just frustrating. It's frustrating. Okay, we got a few more calls in the back. Let's bring them up. Let's go, Domo. Domo, you are live on the Easy Sports Fan on YouTube. Talk to me. How are you feeling about the Cardinals? You there, Domo?
Yeah, I'm here.
What's up, man? Talk to me.
I'm here. It's been a minute. What's the purpose of having a dual threat quarterback if he's don't continue to use this dual threat actions?
Ding, ding.
I play Prize Pick, and I've been looking. I'm sorry, I know that's the app. I'm sorry, my bad. But
You're good.
but he has less than 5 rushes a game. And you're not locking down the linebackers by that. They playing regular zone coverage to the point where you're a pocket quarterback. You don't have a floating pocket. It's not college. You got here by running. You got here by pre-snap reads and understanding. The receivers is looking crazy. Then we go to the Cliff Kingsbury situation. It's a reason why he was doing a lot of screens. It's a reason why he was doing a lot of check down passes. It's because Kyler wasn't. Don't get me wrong. He's a great talent. Right? He makes the moments, right? He makes the big plays. He makes the scramble, but it's similar to what we see with Russell Wilson after he lost Beats Mo. It's similar to the same situation we seeing right now with Caleb Williams. We've seen the same situation. Right. They can't stay in a pocket. One, they're too little to stay in a pocket. Two, if you don't set a scheme up for them, it does not work. The defense, don't get me wrong, the defense gave up some stuff, but we're not the number 1 defense. We're not the top 5 defense. Yeah. We're not top 10. But you can't keep the defense on the field for majority of the game. You cannot keep getting these 3 and outs.
Right.
The problem with it is we have to lean on the run, but we got to lean on the run, but our running ability comes with the dual threat action of play action pass, and Kyler using his legs.
Right.
That's what they sold us off of. That's what he was in college. That's what he was in high school. Why he not that no more in the pros? Do you remember when Cliff Kingsbury a couple of years ago, he said, "I wish Kyler would run the ball more." Do you remember that? He said it out of his mouth. I wish he would run every other play. It was a reason he said that. It was lanes wide open today. Lanes wide open when he could go get 6 yards and make it second and 3 compared to checking it down or taking a sack or whatever the case may be. It's too much. It's too much.
Yeah. I could tell you're frustrated as much as I am as well. I agree that there definitely needs to be change. What are your thoughts on Kyler Murray right now? I mean, obviously, I don't think we're going to trade him anytime soon. The trade deadline is going to be, in 5 more games after this. Are you panicking right now at 1-3?
I'll be honest with you. I panicked before they gave him the money. No. To be honest with you, where our best suit right now is?
What's up?
To go get him a mentor. You go call up Pittsburgh Steelers and you go give them nothing for Russell Wilson. You go give him a mentor of his caliber. That's going to give him the same combination, somebody that can teach him how and teach the receivers how to float and run and tell him how to use the pocket. That's what we have not had for him. Russell Wilson's not getting paid anything. They probably accept a fourth or fifth for nothing. Go get him a mentor. It's in the same division. It ain't that hard. And not
Yeah.
everything he's doing on the run anyway. And then right now we tank for Shador Sanders. Period.
Simple as
Give
that.
me no, because you think about it. Our receivers
Yeah.
this year, last year with Williams, the one receiver, right? This year's the only year we had two receivers over 6 feet tall.
Yeah.
Since Larry Fitzgerald and Michael Floyd.
Mike Floyd.
This is the first year. Everything else been short. Now you go to the week one. Why you keep throwing throwing this ball to Dortch? Week two, okay, you feed the beast. Then then week three, why are you not using your legs? You are a dual threat. That's what we paying you for. That's why Cliff Kingsbury having success over there in Washington, and he's gonna have tremendous success.
Yeah, it's definitely unfortunate. I mean, it looks like Jaden Daniels seems to be a really, really good player in year one. So, Domo, I appreciate you, man. Thanks so much, man. Appreciate it.
Yep.
Later. All right, let's keep the phones going here. I know there's a lot of people that want to talk. Let's go with Gardner's picks, and then we got Andrew right after. So, Gardner's picks, talk to me, and then we're going to be reading the super chats as well. So, Gardner's picks, how are you feeling about the Cardinals?
It's not very good right now. Very good right now. It's not even about the loss. First of all, I want to say congratulations to Cliff Kingsbury for putting up a great game plan to beat us down. But it's not even about the loss; it's the way we lost.
Yeah.
If that makes sense.
No, it is.
We had no energy from offense or defense the whole game, and that's what bugs me.
That's fair. No, I mean that's absolutely fair. What are your thoughts? I guess because we're both rocking the Kyler Murray jerseys. What are your thoughts on Kyler's, I guess, performance in general?
It's the same thing for the last 6 years. I mean, we talk about one game where he has an MVP type game, then he starts being inconsistent. And I'm done. I'm done seeing it. I know a lot of other Cardinal fans are done seeing it. He's pouting again. He's saying we need to get better. Instead, I need to get better. I'm like, dude, you're in year 6, and I can't even blame the offensive coordinator anymore because we blame Cliff. Remember, we always blame Cliff for Kyler's dysfunction. We said we need to get Cliff out of there. Cliff's gone. This OT comes in, and it's still the same stuff. It's like a roller coaster act. One minute he's up, the next minute he's down, and it's like we need either. I'm not saying bench him either because I don't want Clayton Tune playing quarterback, but we either gotta in the offseason, we either gotta try to trade him if things don't get better, or if nobody wants to trade for that contract, eat the contract and just release him. That's just I'm at that point now where I'm like, and I like Kyler. I think he's a fun player to watch. But is he a QB that gets us to a Super Bowl? I'm kind of questionable right now on that, personally.
All right. Appreciate you, man. Thank you so very much, man. I'll let you later. I mean, I wish I knew the answers too. I really do. I wish I knew the answers. I don't know what this Cardinals team is going to do. I don't know what this organization is going to do. I did think it was really weird that the Cardinals had top 10 money, but we decided to spend on what we decided to spend it on. Bilal Nichols, Justin Jones, that's already hurt. I like Mac Wilson Sr. I think he's the best guy that we have. But a lot of guys that are not really making a big impact on this team this year signings. Monty Austinfort has sat back and sat on his hands, but maybe he knew this was coming. Maybe he knew it. Maybe he didn't want to spend money this year because he knew Kyler wasn't it. I don't know. I'm just talking out of my ASS right now. I'm just going everywhere right now. But let's get Andrew up in here. Andrew, you're live on the AZ Sports Fan on YouTube. Talk to me. How are you feeling?
Yo.
What's up, dude?
All right, man. Let's talk about it, right? Let's talk about quarterbacks that look better than K1 right now. Jaden Daniels, Joe Flacco, Andy Dalton, Justin Fields, Sam Darnold. I mean, dude, to start this year, we were. I remember cast with Mythic talking about K1 might be in top 10, maybe top 15. I'm not even seeing him beat quarterbacks that are top 32. You
Yeah.
know, I it gets you. I was going back and regressing and coming back and all my comments I was saying and getting ready to eat crow, and then man, he's making me eat crow about eating crow. You know,
Yeah, no, I mean, I agree. The frustration right now in the fan base is at an all-time high. We got a group of Cardinal fans that are saying he's not the problem. Then we got Cardinal fans saying that he is. But like, we are seeing a 6-year sample size. What is your expectations for Kyler Murray? Like, what did you expect out of these 4 games? Like 2-2, 3-1. What was your expectation?
definitely no less than 2-2. There's
Yep.
there's 4 very winnable games here. You know, we should have played way harder against the Lions. The Buffalo Bills, they're a great team, so I could take that L. Should have beat the Rams. We should have played way better against the Lions. I mean, we got completely stopped on offense. Look, and our defense, everybody's talking about we can't win with our defense, but we just played a defense that's ranked like 31st in the league,
Facts.
and they held K1 to 14 points. Yeah,
Yeah.
if our defense isn't that bad, I mean, we got some stars on defense. I still stand by Buddha. You know,
Yeah, well, we are right as of right now. We got 5 games away from the trade deadline. Obviously, it really depends on what happens in those games. Can the Cardinals turn it around? Yes, they can. Will they? We don't know. What are your thoughts on potentially bringing somebody in to like mentor Kyler? You think that's just that's not going to happen?
he's already called himself a vet. You
Yeah.
know, I don't think he's got the maturity to take on a mentor per se. I mean, like we're all saying, it's his 6th year. You know,
Yep.
if he doesn't know it by now, uh, I mean, there's 6 years of watching NFL tape after every game.
Yeah.
You know, I mean, multiple days of NFL tape. If you haven't found out what needs to sink in yet, I don't know if you're going to. This is 6 years as a starting role.
Yeah.
Jaden Daniels coming out here 4 games in the season. You
And
know,
he looked really good with
he
Cliff.
did, and I hate saying that about Cliff because I kind of put everything on him while he was here,
Same.
and now it looks like he was the better half almost, man.
Well, I mean, Cliff probably shouldn't have been a head coach. He probably should have
Right.
been an offensive coordinator. So we can't really be too hard on ourselves. I think that the head coaching position was way too big for him. In my opinion, I still hang on that. It's just now we're starting to see what an offensive coordinator with a quarterback that he seems to vibe with better can become. And it sucks that we're on the opposite side of that.
It does. Would you be surprised if people were looking at Cliff for a head coaching job after this year?
No, I wouldn't be surprised at all. If it happens, good for him. That's all I gotta say. If you were Cliff, you probably would take it in a heartbeat too, right?
Anytime.
Yeah,
Anytime.
absolutely. All right, brother, I'm gonna let you go, man. Thanks a lot. Appreciate it.
See you, bro.
I mean, great calls. Honestly, great calls. I think where we are at right now, Cardinal fans, and correct me here if I'm wrong. We're in a big crossroads. We're in a big crossroads right now. We got a couple super chats that lined up. I want to get to them. I want to make sure that we do not skip any super chats. Deus in the chat, appreciate you, man. He says sick of K1 apologists, just sick and tired of them. Here's the thing, right? I don't know those guys personally, but there is people that are Kyler Murray fans. Kyler Murray fans. That they came from OU, right? Like they believe it or not, there's people that are Cardinal fans, but they came with Kyler Murray, right? Believe it or not. And those might be the people that are talking about this. that don't want to give up, but you got to call it, right? I mean, at one point, when is the learning going to click? That's the question. When is the learning going to click? Because we've talked to ourselves over and over and over again and made excuses. The excuses are, oh, it was Cliff. Oh, he doesn't have an offensive line. Oh, he didn't have weapons. Oh, this, oh, that. Well, guess what? I just saw a glimpse of old Kyler Murray throwing his hands up in the air, frustrated that Marvin Harrison Jr. didn't make that catch when he probably should have ran the ball. I saw a Kyler Murray throw his hands up in the air when Amari DeMarcado had 1 yard. That's what I saw. I saw glimpses of what we did not want to see from a leader in a franchise quarterback in Kyler Murray. I understand he's frustrated. Heck, we're frustrated too. This is not what we wanted to see. We did not want to see Cliff Kingsbury, Zach Ertz coming back to State Farm Stadium with their chests puffed up and getting the absolute beatdown of a century. We didn't want to see that. Let me get to my guy Lego NASCAR with the super chat. Appreciate you. I hate the trend I'm seeing with our past coaches. Bruce Arians gets a Super Bowl, and now Cliff Kingsbury is having success with Washington. Well, here's the thing. I don't want to blame our fan base very much, but it's all about expectations, right? Cardinal fans, we're not used to success, right? So we lie to ourselves and say things are okay, right? We allow ourselves to say things are okay when things aren't okay, right? Like, for example, 4 wins last year. Not okay. Because guess what? Mike McDonald, rookie head coach, he's got his team at 3-0 right now, right? And I'm not sitting here calling for Jonathan Gannon's job. No, I'm not saying that. But we need better expectations. We need better accountability. Jonathan Gannon can say anything he wants until it's too late. And then that's when people start getting upset. This year is very telling, but I mean, you can't fire another head coach before your quarterback. You can't. You already chose Kyler over Cliff. We saw Cliff Kingsbury come in here and absolutely demolish us. Right? It's about progress. I mean, and right now, have the Cardinals progressed from year 1 to year 2? I mean, we've seen flashes, but we just haven't seen the consistency. That's what we need to do. We need to see consistency. The Arizona Cardinals and Monty Austin made a business decision this offseason to not bring in Christian Wilkins, to not bring in any top-tier, needle-moving type of players. And guess what? They still have over $20 million in cap right now. They still have over $20 million in cap right now. That's kind of telling. I'm not going to lie. That's pretty telling to me. Maybe Monty already knew. Because if you think about it, there's nothing we can do. Kyler Murray's under contract. Until what, 27? We got 5 games before the trade deadline. Do I want Kyler to get traded? No. I want him to get better. I need him to learn from what he apparently hasn't learned in 6 freaking years. But I'm not going to lie to you. This next portion of the schedule is going to be a tough one. It's going to be an absolute tough one. 49ers, Packers in Lambeau, Monday Night Football with the Chargers, the Dolphins, and the Bears. Guess what? There's rookie quarterbacks that have more wins than Kyler Murray this year alone. Let that sink in, ladies and gentlemen. There's rookie quarterbacks that started their career this year and have more wins than Kyler Murray. Let that sink in. Caleb Williams, Jaden Daniels, because guess what? They find ways. Hey, did Bo Nix win today? More salt to injury. Oh, I'm done. Bo Nix has 2 wins. Oh my God, we're cooked. We're cooked. 3 quarterbacks, ladies and gentlemen. 3 rookie quarterbacks have more wins than Kyler Murray. And excuses are still there. Bo Nix, 2 wins. Caleb Williams, 2 wins. Jaden Daniels, 3 wins with Cliff Kingsbury. Fan base, Bird Gang, ask yourself the tough question. Ask yourself the hard question. And the hard question is Kyler Murray going to cut it? 6 years, 1 playoff run. We know what happened there. You can be a rookie and be very, very good. Rookie head coach, a rookie quarterback. We saw CJ Stroud take a huge leap from year 1 to year 2. Is he kind of struggling in year 2 a little bit? Yeah, but he made it to the playoffs. Guess what? The Cardinals have not made it to the playoffs with Kyler Murray. I'm sorry. They have. They made it once, and we got destroyed. 3 rookie quarterbacks right now. Wow. Okay. Ladies and gentlemen, we're going to be closing up shop. I think this was very, very a telling stream. I think I kind of got a gauge on where Cardinal fans are. I know there's a portion of Cardinal fans that don't want to move on. Well, guess what? I don't think the Cardinals are going to move on, for the next 2 or 3 weeks. So you can breathe easily. I don't think the Cardinals are going to do anything. But if we do somehow end up at 1-4, 1-5, 1-6, then we're going to continue to ask the question. But, ladies and gentlemen, thank you again for tuning in. We're going to be closing up shop right here. If you could do me a huge favor, smack up the like button on your way out. Let me give a huge shout out to the sponsors of the Arizona Sports Fan here on YouTube. BetUS. If you use promo code YouTube150, they will provide you a 150% sign-up bonus on your first deposit, and on your next 2 will be 125% sign-up bonus. That is up to $2,000 by using promo code YouTube150 upon signing up. All right, ladies and gentlemen, thank you again for tuning in. It's been a very, very good show. All the super chatters, all the people that got, involved in the call-in show, thank you again. Have a great rest of your day. And as always, go Cardinals.